Good morning, y'all. I'm finally back outside in the morning and it is not raining and it is like 49 degrees. And let's see if I can show y'all the good view of the sun. It's nice out here. I've been giving some thought this week to neurodivergence, particularly adult women who realize somewhere in their 30s that they are on the autism spectrum. And once they get said diagnosis, or at least start to realize it, a lot of their childhood starts to make sense. A lot of their young adult life starts to make sense. And some of these women are also business owners. And so I would love to start a conversation around this topic and maybe do a podcast episode in the near future about this, because there are a growing number of women, since they have updated the process of diagnosing autism, because it used to be based on young white males who displayed what we would call in the mental health community profound autism. And those symptoms, or even a milder version where they're out in the community, but it is obvious that they're dealing with autism. And for women, girls coming through school, the social issues weren't part of their lives in obvious ways, but they still experienced nervous system dysregulation and other social issues that weren't obvious to the adults in their lives, and a desire to mask. And girls learn to mask fairly early, even not in just autism spectrum spaces. And so if they've learned to mask and they had no issues in learning in school, then they could get all the way to adulthood and not know. I, for one, have had many clients over the last 15 years of my practice who figure it out either just before they're coming to me, and we kind of work through that in our sessions, or they figure it out while coming to me. And several of them have gone ahead and gotten the testing, and it was confirmed. And several of those women are actually business owners. Burnout is a huge part of having to mask every day and moving through the world in a dysregulated nervous system. And so I'm beginning to notice that this needs to be something that we talk about on a larger scale. So if you're a person that feels like you have possibly been either misdiagnosed or not diagnosed, and you mask as well as you're trying to live a life and run a business, drop a comment. And if you would love to see an episode about this, let me know.